When the Russian papers start to liken a US president to an insect, you can tell that US-Russian relations are not in the best of places. We'll get to the insect in question in a moment. In its headline, Moskovsky Komsomolets describes 2025 as a year of misplaced hopes regarding Trump. Despite Donald Trump having promised to end Russia's war in Ukraine in 24 hours, the breakthrough in negotiations expected a year ago has remained a mirage. Trump has proved his inability to negotiate a peaceful end to the Ukraine conflict on terms acceptable to Moscow. Outside of his purely personal interests, Trump has repeatedly demonstrated his inability to make headway, to make any effort to break established trends. The President of the United States behaves like a butterfly, flitting from flower to flower. But no, that's being unfair to butterflies. This honourable insect does what it does on each flower it lands on, and leaves a plant only when it's finished its business. Trump isn't interested in such a model of behaviour. He's looking for free hype, an opportunity to come, see, and regardless of the realities on the ground, to boast about his victory. In the case of the Ukraine crisis, this modus operandi has proved to be a dead end. The Russian economy might not have reached a dead end, but it's certainly experiencing major problems. And once again today, the Russian papers write a lot about those. Nezavisima Gazeta reports the number of loss-making enterprises is increasing at a faster rate. In Russia, the number of unprofitable companies is growing rapidly off the back of abnormally tough monetary policy and the policy of cooling the Russian economy. The list of loss-making enterprises includes key transport infrastructure, utilities, and energy companies. According to the Russian Statistics Agency, the share of loss-making companies in our country has increased to 30%. In the first 8 months of this year, of the 44,000 enterprises that submitted financial reports, nearly 1 in 3 were loss-making. And there are problems on the railways. Russian railways are forecasting a 6% drop in freight volume in 2025. And problems with pensions. Pensioners face a collapse in living standards. According to predictions, in 2026, the national average pension will be about 25% of the average salary. Retirement means a 4-fold drop in living standards, so some elderly citizens continue to work, including in retirement. What to do about rising prices in the shops? Izvestia reports on a bill in Parliament that proposes limiting to 15% the markup retail chains can put on goods. At the moment, the markup can be as high as 300%. This is the reason for rising prices, say those behind the initiative. Experts fear that this measure will significantly lower the revenue of retail chains and could lead to shortages. The government paper Rossiyskaya Gazeta too is concerned about the economy. In the first quarter of 2025, Russia's economy grew by 1.4%, in the second quarter by 1.1%, in the third quarter by 0.6%, in the fourth quarter it could drop below zero, fear some economists.